Colin Cowherd strikes again, calling for Sean McDermott's firing, blaming Sean McDermott for the Stefon Diggs issue, many other issues to include this offensive line. We got to discuss Colin Cowherd and why I believe he is completely wrong about the 2023 Buffalo Bills and also our past. But welcome to our channel, Bills News Consolidated. Colin Cowherd, are you kidding me right now? Proclaiming that Sean McDermott should be fired, that he is the source of all of our problems, saying that he's just a stubborn, defensive-minded head coach and refuses to adjust. But that is so far from the truth. And I understand it, right? Sean McDermott, probably not the best head coach in the NFL, right? Just like we don't have the best top 5 players in the NFL. But what the Buffalo Bills do have here is depth. We have experience, and we have that growth mindset. We're always striving and getting better. And that's exactly what Buffalo had to do. A small market team. What did Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane take over when they first got here? We were nothing. We were a 17-year playoff drought. We were the laughing stock of the NFL. And now to say that Sean McDermott is the source of all of our problems, that he should be fired, proclaiming that he's a defensive-minded coach and he's never going to get this offense to where it should be, I completely, wholeheartedly disagree. And you could see it from when Sean McDermott first got here and Brandon Beane. We've been a continuous work in progress and improvement. We've always strived to get better. And to be honest, I think right now we're finding the right recipe to win offensively, defensively, and we're also finding the recipe to win for years to come, maintaining the health of our players. You know, last year, how close everyone got because of the struggles, to include Damar Hamlin, our owner, Kim Pagula. I mean, just everywhere you looked, it was just such a beaten down season. And, you know, I really think Sean McDermott handled it very well. And a lot of people thinking that Sean McDermott didn't handle the Stefon Diggs situation very well. I think he handled it extremely, extremely well. You know, I think it was the Buffalo Bills media trying to twist the words of Sean McDermott. Of course, our head coach would be concerned that a player is not there for a mandatory practice. You know, we want all of our players there, regardless of what the situation is. Sean McDermott holding to his word, you know, and even how he handled the Damar Hamlin situation too. Sean McDermott, honestly, to me, is the best Buffalo Bills head coach that we've ever had, next to Marv Levy. But to me, he's already done it. He's already done it. I know we haven't made it to the Super Bowl like Marv, but I really believe Sean McDermott at the end of the day is going to be remembered as a better head coach than Marv Levy. So what else did Colin Cowherd say about this team, and what else does Sean McDermott lack? He says this offensive line has been a continuous problem ever since Sean McDermott has gotten here, and that has somewhat been the case. We've always kind of been shuffling around on this offensive line, never really had a top-notch offensive line that can punch you in the mouth, and Cowherd compared it to the Denver Broncos' new head coach here. And I really think Sean Payton and his offensive line, you transformed the Denver Broncos, who had one of the worst offensive lines last year, and now they're projected per Pro Football Focus to have a top 10 offensive line already in 2023. So Colin Cowherd saying, like, why haven't the Buffalo Bills done that? And he's saying that's because of a stubborn, defensive-minded head coach, Sean McDermott. And he said if you look at the top 8 teams last year, 7 of the top 8 teams had top offensive lines. And he said it makes sense to have a great offensive line. The other thing he blames Sean McDermott for is not being able to stop Mike McDaniel. He said that our defense has not yet been able to stop Mike McDaniel, the Miami Dolphins offensive-minded head coach, 3 times. And I think, you know, the difference that's going to happen this year, we have Sean McDermott calling plays. This is completely different. Sean McDermott is now the defensive coordinator pretty much for the Buffalo Bills, after making a name for himself in Carolina, going to the Super Bowl with the Carolina Panthers as a defensive coordinator. And we have Al Holcomb here, right? We have Bobby Babbage helping these guys out. A great defensive line with Von Miller, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Trey White back to himself. I mean, to say that Sean McDermott should be fired is absolutely so mind-boggling to me. I really think Sean McDermott has done such a great job influencing this team, influencing this city to just continuously improve. And that is what football is all about. It's an ultimate team sport. Everyone playing together, everyone beating the same, having the same heartbeat, as Sean McDermott would say. We got to just all come together as a unit. Super Bowls are what is most important. And you really look at how we have developed this team over the years. Drafting, finding our quarterback in Josh Allen. You see what Josh Allen had to overcome. Josh Allen definitely had some things that he had to get better at from a rookie in the NFL, and he continuously improved. He continuously worked on those things. He continuously got better. Dawson Knox hardly having any targets or receptions in college, laughing to Dalton Kincaid, saying like, man, I think I had 16 receptions throughout college, where Dalton Kincaid had 16 receptions in even one game. So the experience and maybe the lack of eye-hand coordination for Dawson Knox, how much he has improved. Deion Dawkins being a solidified Pro Bowl left tackle. I mean, Ed Oliver getting that contract. Everyone continuously improving, but also fitting the right recipe to win, evolving with this team, and moving forward. So you see it, having two matchup skilled linebackers on this team, Matt Milano, and who's it going to be? Terrell Dotson, Terrell Bernard, Balin Spector, Dorian Williams. Like, who's it going to be at middle linebacker? But regardless, they're better in pass coverage than Tremaine Edmonds, which fits the recipe to win with this offense because Josh Allen has progressed to the point that he's progressed to. We traded for Stefon Diggs in 2020, and we know that Stefon Diggs could be the best wide receiver in the NFL. Now we have all these additional weapons with Gabe Davis looking extra lean, extra jacked up for 2023, Khalil Shakir in year 2, Deontay Hardy, Trent Sherfield. All of these guys are going to mix in and make some big-time plays. A revamped offensive line with Connor McGovern. Ryan Bates can play every single position. Ike Bucker is back. David Edwards winning a Super Bowl. Taylor Rapp, some extra depth, winning a Super Bowl. Leonard Floyd also mixing in on that defensive line. Are you kidding me that Sean McDermott deserves to be fired? I think you have totally lost your mind. I believe that the Buffalo Bills are the best versions of themselves in the Sean McDermott era here, and you couple that with Sean McDermott calling plays here in 2023, the best talent pool of players that we've ever had, the bond that we've built after last season, the hunger. Let's go. Let's go, Bills Mafia. I hope you guys appreciated this video. Go Bills.